Was there a woman that died around here? Had a tragic accident with a tree? She was walking her dog. Do you hear that? Do you guys hear something over there? So I'm sure many of you that are watching that do this stuff and know exactly what I'm talking about. Trying to get activity to happen, you know. It's not always, it don't always just happen just like that. Spirits, if you would like us to continue, you need to do things. You need to do something. You're being very boring. Because if you don't, we're going to go. Make a loud sound. Snap a stick. REM pod, REM pod. We're in. We're in. REM pod. Thank you. Thank you. About time. You woman. Right everyone, welcome back to the channel. PRS, Paranormal Respecting Spirits. If you're new to the channel, then do subscribe. I've come back to what I like to call the Witches' Woods. A place of like lost souls. And like, I say it like that because I believe that a lot of witchcraft took place in these woods around here. And you don't know what spirits have been brought in and that are just wandering around lost, because that's what it feels like to me. Really creepy place. I've had to come back here again. Let's see what we get here. Just here is where I had a REM pod go off. I placed it right there. But before the REM pod went off, there was a sound. You won't be able to see very well on this camera, but there was a sound that come out of some woods over there. So what I'll do now is I'll run you a little clip of that now, so you can catch up on that. Right, we've stopped here guys because Richard said that it's believed that this field in front of me is rumoured to be a Roman settlement. Metal detectors come here often and find lots of different artefacts relating to the Romans. So let's see what we get here anyway. Let's put the REM pod down. Is there any Romans here? Is it true that this was a Roman settlement? Do you think you can come towards my voice and make yourself known in some way? We will be very grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, I had that.
REM pod, REM pod. I had that. Thank you. Can you touch it again? Was that you? Brilliant, thank you. Are you a Roman? Was there Romans here? Do you know, Spirit?
Come forward and set the REMPO off again, please.
You the lady who died? Whoa!
Big hit.
Thank you.
Did ask her to follow you as well?
Yeah, thank you. You followed us. You listened to me. My lights just died. My lights just cut off. My head torch has just cut off.
Oh my gosh.
Mate, that's fully charged.
Did you just walk from behind us to here?
And anyway, when that REM pod went off, my light on my torch went off as well, which my torch has never ever done that before. Right, we've got Sam, likes to put his hood up, don't like being seen on camera. And then you've got Eddie down there. So, Ed's a bit of a skeptic, isn't you, Ed?
Yeah.
He's like, you know, you're a believer and a non-believer kind of thing, ain't you?
Suppose.
It's his first time coming out. You, Sam?
I'm a believer.
Full believer, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go, he's a believer. Right, this is a good place, guys. Let's see what we get here. It's a weird night tonight. I mean, look at that up there. Look how bright that moon is within them clouds. Isn't that amazing? Wow. That is quite good, fascinating to see that. Right, we're going to try without any equipment for now. Let's see what happens. Ready, guys?
Yeah.
Calling forward the spirits of this land. We call upon you to come forward, to communicate with us. We come with respect, love and light. Please come forward. Please make a loud sound. Can you show us you're here, please? Can you make a sound that we can hear? Not too sure if I heard something that way. Straight after I've finished. Do you hear anything, Sam?
No.
Spirits, if you're over there, can you come forward? Come more closer. Make a sound, please. Can you throw something? Was there Romans here many years ago? Was there a settlement here of Romans? A village? Was witchcraft used here? Can you do something, please? Show us you're here. Oddly enough, not much is happening, which certainly did not happen last time or the time before that, all the times I've been here. Seems very peaceful tonight, but we're still gonna work at it. I'm gonna put some equipment down. Sometimes it can take a while for these things to happen. It don't just happen straight away. Strange place. Right, let's get cracking. Right, this is what we're going to be using, the REM pod. I know some of you that are watching are not a great believer in paranormal equipment, although I've had amazing evidence with it, so I like to use it in my investigations. This is a REM pod, as you know. For those that are new to the channel, this is called a REM pod, but for those that are already subscribed, obviously you've been following me for a long time, so you obviously know what this is. And then we've got the music box, and then we've got the spirit box, and we'll be using all these gadgets on this investigation. Let's put this down. Right, we'll put this REM pod in camera view here. Because as I say, guys, last time we was here, it was as if something, I'll try and put my other light on, something shot out of these woods right here, and it was when I did a call out like I just did, it comes shooting out of there, and it sent that REM pod off, which I did have set up in that field there, which is now overgrown with I don't know what that is. I couldn't believe it. And then this light that I'm using now, which is a very expensive light, never ever goes off on its own.
Can you touch it again?
And it did.
Was that you?
It did that night.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, what I'm going to do. Right, so what I'm going to do is put this on. Put the aerial up. And then we'll put this one just up here. Basically, if anything walks in front of this, it's got a motion sensor on it, so it will trigger and it will play a musical tune which sounds like this. So that's not in a good spot. Something's triggering that. Could be a bit of grass, or we've got to have no obstacles in the way. So let's try it there. See, it's picking up on the ground. Right, let's try that. I'm just going to test it. There we go. Test it again. There we go. So if anything comes down this pathway, walk straight across that beam, that will go off. And there's the REM pod. And we've got the camera. Facing that. Right, we're going to go into night vision, because sometimes the spirits prefer it. I don't know why, but sometimes darkness, I just get great activity. So let's do that. Right, we all good now?
Yep.
Good, Ed? Okay, spirits, if you are here, you are watching, listening, there's some equipment down on the ground that you can use that will help you. It'd be great if you can find these devices and use them, please. I'm not sure if you can see it, but just on the floor there's a glowing red light. It's called a REM pod. If you go towards it, touch it, it will show us you're here. Can you use it? Show us you're here. Was there a woman that died around here? Had a tragic accident with a tree? She was walking her dog. Do you hear that? Do you guys hear something over there? Was there a woman that died around here? Had a tragic accident with a tree? She was walking her dog. Was there a woman that died around here? Had a tragic accident with a tree? She was walking her dog. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you guys hear something over there? Is that true? You over there, spirit? Can you come closer? Sound was right over there. Don't know what that was, but it was over that way. It was as soon as I finished that sentence about that lady. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Spirit of the lady who died here, can you step forward and touch that red light device on the floor, please, and make your presence known? This is really strange, because I've had some amazing activity here. Not much is happening. It was just that noise over there in the trees. I did try and show you. Very awkward to get some of what's in front of me. It was just very awkward to get it that in view because this night vision don't go as far. That's why I have to put this light on. But as I say, there was that noise over there. And I don't know if the camera's caught anything that we haven't heard with our ears, because that does happen a lot. But yeah. It would just be great if they could set that off, because they have done it before at this location. Shut that off for a minute. I'll keep that one rolling. Just got to work. See if it's working. That sound was weird, Sam, wasn't it? Yeah. I said about that one. Look at that weird that. Yeah. It don't always just happen, it don't. Sometimes it does, and it's lovely when it does. But it don't always just happen. The past 2 times I had come here, it happened straight away. Some weird things flying around. Look at that up there.
Didn't say.
Look at that. What's that moving, Ed? There behind you, up there. What's that? Look, oh, it's just gone out of range. See it? Look, blinking.
This is rapeseed, I think, Jay.
Yeah? What's that, mate? Is it alright? It's alright, though, isn't it?
Rapeseed oil.
Yeah.
Can't you smell it? There's the smell of rapeseed. It's quite a famous oil, I think, is it?
Oh, yeah, a lot of...
Oh, rapeseed. That's our crisp and dry oil. I used that earlier.
Ah, yeah. Many other additives as well, isn't it?
Indeed.
Don't think the moon's disappeared.
The moon's gone in.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
shame.
nice sometimes, because, like,
The moon was out and then it's gone behind the clouds. It's a shame. This is all cloud now.
yeah.
If you ever look at it in like neon, so it looks like the opposite. What happened?
I'm going to try again. I'm going to leave that camera rolling on its own, because it's sometimes a good thing to do this.
So,
Right. I'll do another call out. Calling out to the spirits of this land, if you can come forward, communicate with us. Please come forward. My name is Jason. We have Head, Sam. Come and make yourself known. Come and use the device on the floor. Are you here with us? Isn't it? Absolutely weird.
I like the smell of rapeseed.
Rapeseed.
It's all the pollen, you must
It's
smell
because
it.
you're right close to it.
It's all the pollen.
He's seeing it. He's stoned and seeing it all around him. Like those
Must
pop,
be able to
like
smell
a
it,
load of
though.
pot
It's
plants.
all around us.
Yeah.
be having a harvest day if it was pot plants.
They used to grow down. Remember when you was younger, they used to grow fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was only like hemp.
Oh yeah.
People used to steal it. Still hemp.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. I've got a field and I'm just growing hemp. It just looks awesome. Obviously people are going to steal it as well.
Yeah, I think I managed to get some seeds when I was a kid like that. I feel like you say, and I planted some in my Aunt Pearl's garden. And they grew.
Wheat plants.
I mean, you didn't get no bud from them.
They look pretty.
But the leaves looked really great, you know, like a proper wheat plant.
That's what I'm going to do.
But she kept saying to my nan, she was like, Rose, this plant's getting ever so big and it smells. I was like, sorry, I can't get rid of it. I want to let it grow, pal. I want to see if it buds. You're going to see lovely, pretty flowers, Pearl. Oh, will I? She was waiting. She kept going on and on and on. Like every time I see her, she was like,
She must have known what
Jason,
it
I've
was.
not seen no flowers come out on it.
She must have known what it was.
No, she didn't. She didn't know what it was.
She's a gardener.
No, she was like
Oh,
80-odd-year-old lady. You know, lived on her own. She didn't know what it was.
Coming back out there. Just coming back out there.
How old was she when she
Awesome
died?
that looks.
87? 87. Yeah. She lived a long life, she did. She done fuck all. She was proper unhealthy. She ate loads of shit. You know, and they say people don't live longer when they have lifestyles like that.
Most of the stuff in our fridge was out of date all the time.
Yeah, she used to be out of date food. Like stunk. Used to open the fridge up and it was like, oof. She had such a strong stomach, that girl. But used to go in her house and the smell of urine from the animals, because like she never used to clear it up, the piss and shit, and you'd see bits of shit in the carpet. Solid bits.
So,
She was an old girl, she just couldn't do it anymore. I did feel sorry for her in a way, 'cause she was jet out gold. She was a lovely lady. She really was. I used to love going around and seeing her. And she used to do the puzzles. So if you had like, if you was into something like say Lord of the Rings, you had a good puzzle of it, she'd do it all for you.
What's that
Put it all
star
in the
there?
picture frame.
It's quite bright.
Yeah, still got some.
You see that star there? It's quite bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Bright star there. I don't think it's a North Star, but it seems quite brighter than the others. What, in like visual range. It's quite bright.
You see a
Maybe
lot.
they're our neighbours or something. Hello!
I mean, I'm going to share some interesting stories now, because I mean, Richard used to, on that road where I'm parked is where Richard used to park and stay in his car. And after so long, he couldn't keep staying there anymore, so he had to park further up, because he used to get like scraping and knockings on his car. Yeah, and he said when he used to get out to go for a wee, like in a dump in the woods up there, he said he always felt like he was just like being watched. He said it was really creepy. Which I can relate, because like when we first come here on the first investigation, we did our investigation up there and we had some good stuff, didn't we, Jem?
I think it's a satellite. I'm starting to think it's a satellite.
Satellite.
Yeah, we'll call it a satellite. I think it's a satellite. It's spicy. It looks like a star.
There's a couple of stars up there, though, isn't there? There's another one up there.
No, it can't be a satellite, can it?
Moving just
Yeah.
It's two stars, isn't it? Don't they just say stars are other planets, isn't they?
Suns.
it is moving, isn't it?
Suns.
Like the suns. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
some of planets.
Is that moving or is that the cloud moving?
I thought it was a satellite at first. I was like,
No, it's still.
it's the brightest thing in the sky.
Yeah, clouds just passed over it.
I know they're doing the same thing.
It is twinkling.
Probably like coordinates.
It's
amazing they don't come crashing down to earth, isn't it? They don't hit like marbles.
What happens when the two suns collide? What happens then?
Yeah. It's amazing that things like that don't happen, isn't it?
They do.
But like, it don't affect us in a way, you know.
Black holes full on. Yeah, suns, once they get to their life expectancy, they just turn into a black hole, don't they? They just die, and then they like implode.
What was it? Words was past me. Well close.
But I read recently, like, sometimes suns can come back to life. What the fuck? It's dead.
Where?
It's like red, and you see that?
Oh.
Feed the file.
Spirits, do you like us talking about all this interesting stuff? Does it amuse you? It's actually been a long time since I've had some great activity, to be fair. It's been a while. It's been a long while.
Can't work it.
Yeah. I mean, it is cool when it first happens.
You just need to go walking.
Huh?
Just go walking. Go patrol the field. That's what I'd do.
But they're around on these lands, they do come
do
towards
like the
you.
full circumference of the field.
Most of the stuff it's when you least expect it. And when you're talking,
Yeah,
you just catch something out the corner of your eye or whatever.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah,
it's difficult to get it on request.
I know. I love hearing people's stories about it like, as well when we say it like this. There's quite a few of us. I'm not talking about stories that I've heard from people. And Louis, you know young Louis? He was telling me a story. He was walking to the bank yesterday about his house. He's had a couple of experiences there. He said he went to go into the bathroom once and a black hand, come out of the bath. Yeah. I kind of like laughed and I'm like, but really? You three went dreaming or something like that? He was like, no Jason, I did. And I see it. And I walked in, looked in and went, okay, and then walked the other way, walked back to his room. Turned around and walked back to his room. There was something else he said as well. I can't remember what else he said. He had a couple of experiences there. So that's the most recent ones I've heard from people. What about you, Sam? Yeah, you've had a few, Sam, at your place, haven't you?
Yeah. So, yeah. Even the kids have said.
At work the other day, the third floor kitchen light was on, so
Yeah.
they're all automatic there. So they turn on as I walk through, but I got to the third floor and the kitchen light was on. I was like, what the fuck? I haven't even walked through yet. And the light was on. I was like, oh, what's fucking going on here? That's weird. It's like RNG, I think.
I mean, I've had fucking tons of experiences. I could just go on and on, you know what I mean? Like, most of them have been involved with my investigations. Yeah, the best ones have been involved with my investigations. I'd say the best one was that woman's house I did. She lived alone. She had cancer, bless her. She needed help because she kept having things happening in her house. She said she kept thinking things were crawling all over her. She was getting scratched. There was noises banging and that going on in her house. She was in hospital and she was trying to talk to the nurse all about it, and my mum was in hospital as well, and she overheard the conversation. And so my mum started speaking to her and she said, I'm really intrigued about what you're talking about. She said, my son's into the paranormal. Oh, oh great, she was like that. Could you have him come over and help, please? You know, come to her house. So my mum sorted it all out with her. Mate, the stuff I had there, Ed, unbelievable. But later into it, I found out that her husband that died had a book. And honestly, this book was like, it was all into the dark stuff and all the ancient stuff. You know, summoning like spirits, demons, and all this stuff. And I think he'd been dabbling, because you know what I mean. Because these pages were like folded over.
This guy at work asked me to download a load of stuff from the.
Because she said, listen to this, where that book was, she went in that cupboard one time and a load of flies come out at her. Yep, where that book was. And I done her house a couple of times. I returned and I always asked, have you had any more experiences? Yes, I have. She said, all the carers, they've experienced things. Oh, I had the plumber come round the other day and he had someone touch his leg when he was going upstairs to the bathroom, and he said, oh, have you got a dog? She was like, no dear, I've got no pets. She said, well, something just scraped my leg going up the stairs. She said that's not the first time that's happened to people going up them stairs. I've seen a big black shadow, really dark, tall shadow go past me there, and it creeped right up behind me. I didn't even want to look behind me. I felt it. It was so cold. It was weird. It made me feel so weird. I see it flick behind me from down the stairs, because I was down the stairs talking to her in the living room. I see it pass like that, and I just stood there staring at it. I didn't even want to look at it. I don't know why. I just didn't want to turn around. And I was saying to her, I said, it's there behind me. I can feel it. It's there behind me. I just see it. I just see it flick past. It's there behind me like that. And if I felt so cold, Sam, like something was on my back. Do you know what I mean? And the experiences that I had there, when I started calling out, there was banging, and then something rolled underneath the floor, like underneath the floorboards, rolled from the kitchen sink where I was facing towards, come towards and underneath my feet. It was as if like everything vibrated. Do you know what I mean? That was the most weirdest place ever, and the REM pod was going crazy, mate. It didn't want us there. It wanted us out.
Yeah,
It was angry.
I slept in my brother's place, and the building was built on a graveyard. And I woke up to something pushing me in my back, and I was facing forwards into the sofa. And then all I imagine is the floor getting sucked downwards, and I can hear this weird jarring. Like, whoa, what's going on in my brother's front row? Spooky stuff. What woke me up was pushed in the middle of my back, and then this weird shit was happening, and my brother woke up at the same time because he walked into the kitchen, and he was, what was that? I don't fucking know. Places can be like slightly haunted and possessed, but I think they said they found a lady and she had cats, and they started obviously chewing away. That's what cats do. Once you stop giving them food and there's a body in there. Yeah, it can happen, especially to old ladies.
What's that?
They just start gobbling them.
What, cats?
Yeah.
What, attacking people?
No, if they're over like
Size,
they'll actually start eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
it's a big body there to chew in.
Well, mind you, saying that, in the First World War, they used to use a lot of cats to get rid of things like that.
They used to use them in the trenches.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. They had a good like companionship for the soldiers.
That's it. Yeah.
That's
I think I put it on my Facebook.
yeah, I think you did. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. I was reading it. Yeah.
I believe they probably used to gobble all the bodies as well from meat.
Yeah, I said they would do that.
Can you imagine how many bodies there would have been everywhere?
Gobble, gobble.
Yeah, I don't think
They used to help the soldiers out, food. So all the rats used to attack the food, didn't they? So they needed the cats to get rid of them all. Spirits, if you would like us to continue, you need to do things. You need to do something. You're being very boring. Because if you don't, we're going to go. Make a loud sound. Snap a stick. Rempod, we're in. We're in. Rempod. Thank you. Thank you. About time. Thank you for doing that. We've been waiting patiently. You still here? Listening to us? Are you a woman? The lady that died along here?
Right, everyone. So, I just left that camera on. We had the REM pod go off and we was just talking amongst ourselves about paranormal activity and whatnot, and our experiences. See, that was interesting. But other than that, nothing's really happened. It's been really hard to get things going. So I'm sure many of you that are watching that do this stuff and know exactly what I'm talking about. Trying to get activity to happen, you know. It's not always. It don't always just happen just like that. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, you know what to do. I'm going to wrap this up, and I shall see you guys in the next investigation. Peace out.